So I've got in here oh sorry, forgive me, it's a furled buzzer. I've been fishing this for probably about 20 years now. It's a take on an old fly called a spectral worm, and it was a bloodworm pattern. It had furled floss. Now it looks complex, but it really isn't. Furled basically just means you take a bit of material and you twist one end clockwise and one end counterclockwise, and what it does is it pulls the fibre against each other, so they want to pull back and knit together. This particular pattern, this buzzer, we'll call it the furled buzzer for ease of use, but you can tie it in various ways. This is the way I tie this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a hook in the vise here. So this is a standard wet fly hook, which is your normal hook for buzzers, size 10. And I just get that nice and secure in the vise here. I've got a 1/0 or 8/0 thread, it doesn't really matter. And this is the key bit. You see a lot of buzzers and they feature a tapered profile. Buzzers, if you look at them properly, don't have a tapered profile. The head on a buzzer is massively pronounced. It really does stick out. So get a lot of wraps around here. Keep your thumb and forefinger here so it stops the thread sliding down the hook shank, and then just plenty of wraps in there to build up the head section, or what would be in the buzzer, the thorax. This is where all the breathers, the cheeks, the business end of the fly, if you like, the engine room. So it's a little bit more pronounced. So there's my bulbous head to start with. Now what I like to do with this one is I have a couple of turns of Mylar. This just happens to be size 12, medium. Mylar will do fine. And pearl, and then just cut it in on your side of the hook shank, on the thorax, and then just a couple of wraps on the bare hook shank. It's just a little bit of reflection that fish like. You've also got that gas bubble on the actual fly itself, so you can see that there, nice and simple. Come in and trim, and again right over the head area. And now this stuff, I prefer Spanflex because it's got more, it's like a square, it's got edges rather than nice and rounded, and I want that for the pronunciation of the furl. So to furl, all I'm going to do is I take it in my hands, thumb and forefinger right hand side, thumb and forefinger left hand side. On the right hand I'm going to wind clockwise, and the left hand I'm going to wind anti-clockwise. And you see there, I just create a, see it? And I want to catch, where it wants to catch, just let it go. I want to catch in different bits sometimes, but let me just see. Forgive the noise, yeah, kids. You can see it starting to furl. I'll just do that again so you can see it. But basically take your Spanflex, I prefer Spanflex, and then one clockwise, one anti-clockwise. Ready? Find out where it's going to furl. In my case it's furling right up towards my thumb so you can't see it, which is just typical, isn't it? There you go, you can see that one. That's a better one. So that's that furling. In other words, the fibres are knitting on each other. And then just grab it so you've got a bit to work with. Okay, and then with a pinch and loop, catch that in on top of the thorax and wind down. You're wanting it lying flat across the back like that. A few more wraps. In with your scissors, pull all this tight, do them one at a time. Pull tight, snip off. Okay, tidy up if there's any tidy needing done. And then you can do this in different coloured biots. I prefer fire orange. I also like sunburst actually. Sunburst's a nice colour. But I come up and I catch that in underneath the thorax. And I'm going to do the same on both sides. Catch it in underneath the thorax, so you're pulling the feather up and over. So you've got a cross there. I've got the fibres crisscrossed. I'm just making sure I can see everything on that side. Come in with your scissors and just trim everything away as close as you dare without cutting that thread. And then all you're going to do is cover that area. Don't do your thread wraps too tight on goose biots, especially at the end, so the end would be here. Just try and keep it nice and loose until you come to the head and then tighten everything up. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to do my side first. I come up and I pull it up from the bottom up towards the eye, and I'll look and turn. Just one look and turn. Actually there's a couple there. So I'm going to do the same on your side so you can see it. I'm pulling up from the bottom, catch it in with my finger there and just a pinch and loop, and I've locked it. So you've got those beautiful breathers, sorry, no breathers, bit like the gills, if you like, of the fly, where the, no gills either, it's basically where the hemoglobin comes in when the fly's about to emerge. Now usually, but because I'm doing a video here it'll probably fail, usually you can just grab these and just twist them off, just for safety, so I don't snap everything or anything for that matter. I'm just going to come in really tight and trim my scissors. Okay, trim this one as well with my scissors. Pull everything back. In fact, I'll just attempt it so I can show you. You keep the thread under tension and you just grab that biot, pull it back like so. And now all we got to do is tidy the head, and what you're looking for is a nice continuation of the head into the thorax area. And it's just a case of coming in with your whip finishing tool and winding up to the thorax like so. So you've got a continuation there. In with your scissors and then just snip that off. Now to get this, if I just grab this here, so if I can just quickly show you. So to get this beautiful shine on the fly, obviously we need varnish. So the only bit of the fly that gets varnish is the head, and you probably need to give it a couple of coats because there's a lot of thread there. So just in, nice and gentle, covering everything. I'm just got to quickly check. Make sure everything's nice and neat. Yep, a little bit on that pearl if you want it, but just take your time and get that lovely profile. If you need a little bit more, but like I say, I'll probably give this 2 coats. And you've got a really durable fly there. So that's him, the furled buzzer. Really not that difficult to tie, but you can see it's just it's a beautiful looking fly, and it's one that's got to catch a lot of fish. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll show you the other side so you can see what's what. The furled buzzer. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.